If there is one genre of TV that I enjoy more than anything else, it would probably have to be game shows. They're always creative, they're always fun, and people always want a crap ton of money. But I grew up with a select few that I'm about to show you, which really stuck out to me. And not only were they incredibly creative, but they always kept me coming back, and I was always like, I've got to see more. I've got to see more. Is it on? When is it on? Oh my god, it's not on. My day is ruined. So that said, this is the top 10 game shows. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This was the first game show that I saw when I was a kid, and I thought it was pretty cool. Now to talk about it is a little redundant. The contestants are picked at random by the fastest finger question, and they have to answer 15 questions in order to become a millionaire. So far I've only seen maybe one or two people actually get the grand total, but it's always entertaining to watch and I enjoyed it immensely. The Weakest Link. This show is not only so much fun to watch because of the creative idea that it's set, whereas 8 people are trying to create a chain of money, but also because the hostess, Ann Robinson, she's so mean to all the contestants after every single round. It's actually really funny.
Statistically, you were the worst player. Why have you voted for Leif? Articulate as ever. Go on.
But, of course, her famous line is what everybody remembers.
With 2 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Wheel of Fortune. This show has been around for so long that I don't even think I need to talk about it. But whenever I'm with other people watching the show, it's always fun watching them yell at the TV screen trying to figure out what the puzzle is. It's even more fun when you sit there and watch them flip out about it once they get the puzzle wrong, because then they're always like, "Oh, I should have known that." Jeopardy! Now it only makes sense that I put this one back to back with Wheel of Fortune, as it is considered Merv Griffin's greatest creation, and much like Wheel of Fortune, it's been around for so long that I don't even need to tell you about it, though it did make for some pretty great sketches on Saturday Night Live.
Mr. Connery, I'll take Jap anus relations for 200.
Family Feud. This show has had a number of incarnations and different hosts over the years, but the one that I find the most favorable is the one starring Steve Harvey. 2 reasons. One is because I get the vibe that he kinda hates hosting the show, and 2, the answers that the people give on this show make me laugh and they make me die laughing.
Name something that gets passed around.
A joint.
A joint. Something you do at work that you wouldn't want your boss to see.
We're going with sex, Steve.
What? Something a burglar would not want to see when he breaks into a house. Rob.
Naked grandma!
Naked, huh? We asked 100 men, name a part of your body that's bigger than it was when you were 16.
Your penis.
I mean, it's entertaining, but when you really look at it, you just gotta ask yourself, what is wrong with some of these people? Match Game. This one is basically just taking your typical everyday ad-libs and turning it, again, into an elaborate game show, but this time with celebrity appearances. Most episodes feature Brett Somers, Charles Nelson Riley, Richard Dawson, and Betty White, and I always enjoy watching them come up with the answers, because half the time they're just like the answers that I find on Family Feud. It's just like, they're just so out there and like, they're all incredibly creative and whatnot. It's just a great show.
Get ready to match the star as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74.
Deal or No Deal. This one really deviates from the rest of the game shows on this list because it doesn't have any of the typical formula. It doesn't have any trivia questions, it doesn't have any bonus round. All that happens is you open cases to find out if you can become a millionaire. And they also try to find creative things to do with each new episode, which I think is a pretty effective way to keep us coming back, and also I think that's more than worthy of the number 4 spot on the countdown. Lingo. Probably one of the best word games that I have seen in my time. Now, when it originally aired, it was originally hosted by Chuck Woolery, and recently, with all the new episodes, they're hosted by Bill Engvall. Whichever version you like better, they're pretty much both the exact same game. And much like any other good game show, you always find yourself yelling at the TV trying to figure out some of the puzzles that they present the contestants with. Freed, F-R-E-E-D.
First, F-I-R-S-T.
Whammy, the all-new Pressure Luck. After seeing the original 80s Pressure Luck on VHS time and time again, when I tuned into GSN in 2002 or sometime around there, and found out they were remaking one of my old-time favorite classics, I was just so excited I could hardly wait. And when the show came on, quite frankly, it didn't disappoint. In fact, it updated it a little bit, and it gave me a few things that I never thought I'd see on the original Pressure Luck. Something like this. You just gotta love the double whammies. Now, if there's one element that any game show can do that will keep me coming back, that is the process of elimination. But number one, they came up with the most elegant, most creative way to eliminate their contestants that it has no other choice than to be the absolute number 1 spot. I am, of course, talking about Russian roulette. Players stand on top of trapdoors and answer questions in order to win money. However, if they get a question wrong, they have to pull the handle, and possibly this will happen. Judging by all the reactions that I watch on the show, this game is actually probably a lot more fun to watch than it is to play, because you are constantly at risk of dropping through the floor, not knowing what lies underneath you. That thought alone could probably freak contestants out, but us at home watching, we are just sitting there going, drop, 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 drop. So whenever something like this happens, you're always a little disappointed. While the rest of the show's drops are great and always fun to watch, it's the bonus round that I always look forward to. Because that's when you get to watch people take one final chance at a game of Russian roulette. The high quality entertainment that I get while watching the show is more than enough for me to put it and easily deem it the greatest game show that I have seen. And as Mark always reminds us,
Watch your step.
And those are my top 10 favorite game shows. So, rate, comment, all that fun stuff you do to YouTube videos, and, of course, I'll see you next time.